Welcome back. In this tutorial, we are going to cover an overview of work features. That would include planes, axes, and points. We're not going to get into coordinate systems or the plethora of options that we have. These will all be covered in advanced tutorials, but I wanted to cover the basics so that you can continue to make parts. So let's do this. Let's take a look at our three base work planes. And we can see those by picking them, right-clicking, and turning the visibility on. I can make a work plane that is now offset from this work plane a given distance, let's say 1 inch. And now I can see work plane 1, and that is based off of my XZ plane. And if I want to change that distance, if I double click my work plane, remember, click by the button, not by the name, I have 1 inch. Now if I want to push that on the bottom side of my XZ plane, I could tell this -1 inch, and it will put it down there. I could tell it positive 0.5, any number that you want. And now hit check mark or enter. And now I've got another plane up here. And so this would be good if I wanted to make, let's say, a loft. I could sketch on this plane and a sketch on this plane and then loft the two features together. An axis can be created by the intersection or the apparent intersection of two planes. So now I can see that I have a work axis that is on work plane 1, which has now been consumed by that work axis, and the intersection of my XY plane here. So if I wanted to make a revolution with an axis up here as opposed to on one of my 3 standard axes that I already have, that is how I would make a new axis. I can also make a point at the intersection of, let's say, my YZ and work plane 1. I'm sorry, work axis 1. And now I've got a point there that I can use for geometry creation. So that work point is the same as having my center point here, except now it's a user-created work point. So that's a pretty rough overview. We will get again into more detail on work features, but I wanted to cover those with you moving forward so that we can continue making parts. Thanks, and have a great day. See you in the next one.